G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm heading out on the road again today, getting out to the gold fields. Going to go and do some prospecting. I've picked a new location. It's a bit north of the location I did in the last video, so we're going to get out there. We're going to have a check around, eyeball it, see if we can find some evidence of diggings in these areas and see if we can find some gold. So let's get to the first location, see what it looks like. Alright guys, well, I've made it to the first location and I'll just show you around. I'm just going for a walk. The car's there. There's a main track that I'm on and I'm just coming through, but I have been looking out the window as I'm driving along slowly, and it does look like there's a lot of diggings along this road. So I'm not too... I should be able to get the car in here and just drive in here, park in here, and maybe have a bit of a hunt around this area. I've got to try and pinpoint. Where the nugget is, because I think I came in this track at the wrong end. So I might have to go for a bit more of a drive down this track. But anyway, we'll try and find the right location in this area. Gear up and we'll try and find some gold. Alright guys, so I think I'm on the right side of the road, so all this area in here. Now I'm pretty sure in that gold atlas the nugget that was found was in this area here. I don't know how far in, probably a few hundred meters up the track, but I'm thinking I might just go into this area all in here and have an hour or two hunting around this area. Now there is lots of quartz everywhere, so good looking ground. So we'll get our gear on and we'll do some hunting. Alright guys, well I'm all geared up, ready to go. It is a bit rainy though, it's a little bit spitty. It's grey skies. Only sort of when I came into this area about 10 kilometres ago. But anyway, we're going to head over there. We're going to head into all this area here. Try and get in there a few hundred metres. We'll scout around and never know what we'll find. Let's go and check it out. Alright guys, so the car's just there. Little spot, had a sound down here. Thought I'd just try it out. That's it, a little bit of tin. Anyway. Alright, had another little signal down here and I did find it. Not sure what that's off, but what I'll do guys is I'll dig the targets first, because I know most of it's going to be rubbish, and if I find anything good I'll record then and show you. Alright guys, so car's back up there just out near the road. I'm down pretty much in the thick of it now, so, and as you can see there are diggings all in here. There is a creek line that runs down to what looks like a bit of a lake, a bit of a small pond down there. So I'll probably just hunt around in this area, all in here, see if I can get any signals. I have had a couple of signals, but numbers are 1 and 2. I don't really like those numbers, and I never actually found them, and they just keeps beeping. It doesn't matter how deep I've dug the hole. Dug it about a foot deep and haven't found anything, so it doesn't matter. But this looks like pretty good ground to go over and have a bit of a play. Alright, so just down near this little lake area, there's even a bloody... oh, look at that. There's even a bloody swing here, so people obviously come here and swim in this thing. Looks pretty rancid. Obviously when it floods the water must drain down that creek up there and just drain into this little pond. But I was in this little gully over here. Haven't had many targets, but I had a target down there and that's all it is. Looks like a, I don't know what those, some sort of top off an aerial maybe. Weird. Rightio, haven't had many signals so far. I'm heading back this way to the car. We might go and try the second spot, but I did have a signal down here. It was ringing up a 6-7 with a pretty high tone, and I did find it. It is this. It looks like some sort of chain link. I don't know if that's off a necklace or a wrist bracelet, but I found it. It took me a while. Yeah, so it's interesting, but I think this area just in here may have had some dwellings. There is a big sheet of tin over there, so no, it's over there actually, big sheet of tin. So they possibly had some sort of huts here when they're doing the diggings. Lots of holes here, lots of diggings up there too. Anyway, I'll head back this way. If I get any more targets, I'll record them. If not, we'll get in the car and we'll go to the second spot. Rightio, so my car is just up there, and I've just come back. I went into the right over there and came down here and sort of did a U-bolt and then came back up. But it looks like here might have a bit of a campsite, because looks like there's a campfire there and some old crap behind it, but it's all green grass here. So I don't know how that is, and the rest of the bush looks like this. But then there's a spot with green grass, so I might have a bit of a hunt in here. Maybe, never know, what, might find something. Not gold, but might find something left behind by campers. Rightio, well, the first thing I found was this, some sort of bracket looking thing. Bit of trash, but alright. Rightio, so the car's out there, just parked up there near the main road, so you can see there's a campfire here. There's nothing but rubbish in this green area. I've been finding nothing but rubbish. So there's a campfire. But here's this bit strange. They got these big drum pits, like 4 of them. They're all chock-a-block full of rubbish. Toys and shit. People just dump their crap. That's weird. Lots of toys. Lots of toys. Oh yeah, look, it's got brick down there too. So they're obviously made, had a purpose. Had a purpose. Oh yeah, there's brick down here too. So I don't know if these were here when they were diggings back in the 1800s, maybe. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, I'll do a bit more scanning, but pretty rubbishy. We might get up and go to the second spot and see what we can do there. Alright, just was heading out up the track here, and I got a signal down here. I scraped a bit out. It's now up in the pile here, so I don't know if it's going to be a piece of trash. It's not a can, I can't see any cans. Right there, it's probably a bottle cap. Okay, it's here somewhere. It's moving. It's got a mind of its own. That it? No. Oh, there we go. It is a bottle cap. Just flat as fuck. Have a look at that. That is flat. Alright, so I'm just walking out, sort of just on the sides of the path, just doing a bit of scanning on the way out. I did find this, just found this down there. Not sure whether that's a button. It could be a button. give it a good bit of a clean up, but we'll have a look at it when we get home. But it's definitely round. That's interesting. What did it ring up as? I'll scan it again. 7/8. 7/8, but it's got a very high tone, so yeah, cool. Alright, so just from the button over there, and I've got, I had a 19, it was originally 19, but I don't know, these ground ones seem to be changing every second. Oh, that's weird, it's in the ground. I must have another signal here somewhere. Hang 5, let me check. Because I had a signal here, now it's gone. And that's giving me a 20. Okay, so I've got a signal down here. Got a signal. Right, alright. Oh, it's probably just a bit of tin. Oh, look at that. Yeah. There we go. Bit of old rusty tin. Alright, I just took a couple of scrapings from over there and I did find it. Looks like a buckle. Looks like one of those clasps that you put a belt in, maybe. Or a buckle for something. I don't know. It's got a hole in the top. Yeah, anyway. Something old. Rightio guys, well, site 1 is finished and we didn't find any gold, that's for sure, but let's check out what I found at site 1. Rightio, so yeah, you're going to find a lot of rubbish, especially when you go gold prospecting, but there's a lot of old metal, tin, a lot of old junky bits of crap. Don't know what that is, some sort of aerial antenna stick or something. You do have a lot of metal junk and bits of metal, bits of wire, tiny little bits of stuff. But on this side we did find this buckle, and I'm assuming it's a buckle. It's got a flat side, so that looks pretty old. And I did find this button, and it is a button. You can see the 4 holes in it. It's a little metal button there. That looks pretty old to me. So that could have been off the old timers clothing. We did find some bottle caps and some pull tabs. They were all mainly at the last site I did, the last area. Found this tiny little washer, tiny. And I found this piece, which probably must come off something. And I did find this, which looks like a bit of chain, like chain links. It could be a brace off a wrist bracelet, perhaps. But anyway, I didn't find the rest of it. So that's all we got here for site 1. What I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to head back towards home, go to Talbot, and go to a site that I've looked at on the maps, see if we can get in there and do a bit of hunting in there. Rightio guys, made it to the second site. Now where I am is, it's in another forest, another reserve area, and it's supposedly in this area here on the map. A nugget was found in here. So don't know how big, it doesn't say how big the nugget was, but it was obviously big enough to be recorded. So this is the area I'm going to hunt. I'm sort of just going to walk straight in from the road, park the car on the road. To get out, I just got to follow the road out that way. But I'm just going to walk around in here, see if we can find anything. Rightio, so first target I had was down here, and Wasn't too sure. I'm really not sure about the numbers on the Equinox with gold or anything like that. But anyway, this is what I found. It's obviously an old piece of metal. I was ringing up about a 12, I think, with a high tone, but I will dig the targets first because a lot of it's just going to be rubbish. Alright guys, so I just come across all these diggings here. There's another one over there. There's one at the back there. There's one here. One over there. So my guess is I'm in the right spot. My car's over there. Pretty much where this car's driving past now. So I reckon I'm in the right spot where that nugget was found on the maps that I have. This is about the general location, this area here. And I can see that there's a few big deep dig holes here. So I'll have a bit of a search around here probably for the next hour or so, and then that'll be it for me. I'll have to hit the road home. What's the time now? Time now is, I think, 12, or it's 20 to 1 actually, so probably about half an hour left now. Then I'll have to get going. But we'll see how we go in here. Okay guys, well, not really much to cheer about on this second site. I did walk around here for about an hour, but time is getting away on me now, so I've got to head home. I'll show you what I found. Pretty poor. It's just a chunk of steel with little bits breaking off it, and this one little thing, I don't know what that is. It's like a T section. It's a little bit of metal come off something. So really didn't have many targets at all in this site, in site number 2. So just up there's a lot of dig holes. I'm gathering that's probably where one of the nugget was found, and then they've just carried on and prospected more. But yeah, I sort of went straight out here about 100 meters and then up about 300 meters and then sort of worked my way back. And took about an hour or so, hour and a half. And yeah, not much chop. Well, I suppose that's the way it goes when you're gold prospecting. You're not gonna go out and find heaps of gold every time you go out. I don't even know if I will find gold, but I'll keep trying. Now look, I won't be able to do it every week, or I'll probably have to limit it to once a month or once every 2 months, where I organise a trip on a weekend and go out prospecting then, because price of fuel, mate, is going through the roof, and cost me about $110 to fill my car up this time, so it's going to be expensive. Everything else is going up as well. I don't know if it's just a global thing happening. Prices of everything are going up. Groceries, fruit and veg, energy companies, yeah, everything's going up. It's ridiculous. My wage isn't going up though. That's a bummer. Anyway guys, thanks for coming on this little treasure hunt with me. Didn't really find a great deal, which is disappointing, but nevertheless we just have to keep trying different spots and hope, fingers crossed, hope for the best. I'm Chris, Indoors Outdoors with Edgy. See you on the next hunt.